Okay. The mental toughness training for my program here at East Central High School has been outstanding. Just in the 4 weeks that we've been able to do this, I've seen some significant and marked improvement in a lot of my players. The ability to lock in and focus on what we want done during the game, and sometimes even more importantly during practice, has allowed us to play at a higher level. Some of my guys have clearly seen huge jumps in their play, and that's due a lot primarily to the 1 minute mental toughness training. They do it pretty faithfully before games, before practices, and it's something that if you're looking for an advantage for your team, for your young players to gain another level, it's certainly something you need to look at. I'm very proud of my guys for being willing and open to stay faithful to this, which they've done. I highly recommend this to any coach out there that's looking for an advantage for their kids to play at a higher level. It certainly worked for us, and we're looking for more improvement, and I'm sure we'll do it again in the future.
All right, tell me your first name and your age.
Josh, 17,
And where do you go to school?
East Central High School,
And what sport do you play?
baseball.
Okay. What tool did you take away from this mental toughness training that you use and like?
Definitely the interference was one of the biggest things for me. Being able to overcome those obstacles mentally definitely helped my game out. And the 1 minute mental approach, really just taking the time out to get my mind right before the game, before practice, and just puts me in a much better attitude, much better mood for the game. Just seemed to elevate my play a lot more.
Good. On a 1 to 10 scale, 1 meaning I have serious confidence issues and need help, and 10, I'm a fearless, confident athlete. Where were you before we started training?
I'd say I was around a 3 or 4.
Okay, and where would you say you are now?
Around a 9.
Okay, and what would you say to anyone who is considering going through our mental toughness training?
Definitely do it. Definitely helped my play out a lot, even just in the short amount of time that we've done it. And it can help anybody if you put the work in and do it yourself.
Okay, tell me your first name and your age.
Matthew, and I'm a senior.
Okay, and where do you go to school?
East Central.
Okay, and what is one technique or tool that I've given you that you use and like?
I use the 1 minute mental focus drill, and before that I used to come up to the first at bat and be a little shaky, not necessarily totally focused in, but now that we do that before the games, I'm locked in, ready to go 100% from that very first pitch I step into the box.
Good, and on a scale of 1 to 10, where were you before I started working with you?
I was probably at a 2,
Okay, and where would you say you are now?
an 8.
Okay, and what would you say to anyone who is considering our mental toughness program?
Follow through with it. You give us a lot of drills, and the more you put in, the more you get out.
Okay, what is your first name and your age?
Kyle, and I'm 17,
Okay, and where do you go to school?
East Central High School.
Okay, and what is one tool I've given you that you use and enjoy using?
I really like the 1 minute mental toughness. Helps me clear my mind and get more focused on the mental aspects of the game.
Okay, and on a scale of 1 to 10, where were you before I started working with the team?
Around a 2 or a 3,
Okay, and where do you think you are now?
probably an 8.
Okay, and what would you say to anyone who's interested in working with us on our mental toughness program?
Definitely do it. Helped me a lot. And if you put in the work, the outcomes will be better for you.